Even if you say so, I've already signed a lease for this apartment. Okay?
Huh? What do you mean?
Mom said we should terminate the lease when you were on your business trip.
No way.
I can't be with these crazy people. My mother-in-law, Kate, seemed to think that if she terminated the contract for the apartment, I would give up.
Now, you have no choice but to move us.
But I will never, ever give in.
I don't want to.
What are you talking about? You have to.
Then Ayan'll divorce him.
My name is Sarah, and I'm a 30-year-old worker. My husband, Travis, and I got married a year ago. The companies that we both work for are business partners, and we began working together several times and became pretty close after that. We started dating privately as well, and we got married a year later. We lived happily ever after our marriage. Travis is a positive and funny man, have a lot of laughs every day when together. I thought that I had married a wonderful man, and I was very happy in my new marriage. But I had no idea that Travis had side to him. 6 months after Travis and I got May spent the New Year's at the parents' house for the first time. Until then, I hadn't had much interaction with my in-laws, as we had only visited briefly when we occasionally went to their home. But my first visit on the new year brought me a glimpse into their troop. At my in-laws' house, my parents-in-law and sisters-in-law were there. I felt as if I was completely part family reunion. The sister-in-law, Ashley, is still married to her husband and has a little son named Tom. Anne had brought Tom with her, but husband had returned to his parents. I never had a bad impression of my in-laws until now. I thought they were cheerful and easy to use, just like Travis. So I thought that we could have a pleasant conversation, but it wasn't the way I had expected.
Oh, Sarah, can you help me a little?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
My mother-in-law, Kate, called me in the kitchen, so I hurried over. Then, Kate's smile suddenly disappeared and she gave me a cold stare.
You're so slow, normally. You should have insisted on helping around here instead of me having to ask you to assist.
I'm sorry.
I panicked since I thought that I had offended her. So I tried my best to help around the house and regain Kate's trust again. But Kate continued to say harsh words to me.
You know, stop behaving like a spoiled brat just because Travis is nice to you. Usually, after you get married, you work yourself into making a family.
But why are you still working at the company?
That is because you whined for it. You are a terrible wife. You come over to our house and you sit in the living room and don't even say hello. I can't believe that you would do that. You want to do something and just annoy Travis.
No way.
I was feeling awful because Katie was saying such harsh things to me. Then one of the sisters-in-law, Ashley, took over in the kitchen. Thank God. Ashley and I have had friendly conversations in the past, so she would be on my side. But Ashley said something that I never thought she would say.
Wow, Sarah's cooking looks awful.
What?
It looks so different from Mom's focus. Does Travis always eat stuff like this? Seriously, it's like leftover food.
I wasn't expecting to hear such a thing. I was shocked. Not only Kate, but also Ashley had harsh things to me. They had never done that before. Why did they both suddenly become... The New Year's gathering at my in-laws' house, which I thought would be a pleasant time, immediately became a painful one for me. Even after the food was brought in, feast began, I didn't enjoy it all. Kate and Ashley mainly spoke about topics that only their in-laws would understand. Travis doesn't seem to care about making me feel left out or not being included in the conversation. Or he's just not aware of the situation. Kate winces as she sees me looking. because I can't get into the conversation. And when someone's drink ran out, they would say, "Here, bring the quick." No one ever gave Kate a second thought when ordering me around like her servant, as if I deserved to be bringing their drinks. They were all so much better than me. And finally, it was over. Travis was so drunk that he said, "I'm not staying here," but I didn't want to leave either. So I shoved him into the car and drove myself. The next day, I talked to Travis about what happened at my in-laws' house.
Hey, Kate and Ashley are being very mean.
No way, that's not true. We were all having a good time together.
You're the only one who thinks so. They said a lot of terrible things, the kitchen,
Really? I don't think they would do something like that.
Are you saying that I'm lying then?
Well, I'm a little hungover and have a headache, so can we talk about another time?
Come on!
As soon as Travis realized that it too much of a hassle, he dropped the and ran away into his room. After that, when I tried to talk to him about it, he just brushed it off and wouldn't listen to me or take it seriously. Then one day, Travis suddenly said, "Going to get together at my sister next time." I was surprised to hear him say that, as I hadn't been able to properly piece together the events that had taken place at my in-laws' house.
Why?
It's Tom's birthday. We all have to celebrate together. That's why you've got no choice but to do it.
No way.
Travis forced me to participate into birthday party without asking if I or not. Moreover, I had to choose the birthday present for Tom. Travis stubbornly refused to pick up his phone because he was busy watching the World Cup. I was busy with work too. I did a lot of research during my UC and thought about what kind of gift to give to Tom. I wanted Tom to be happy with his With that in mind, I did my best to the gift. A month later, Anne's son's birthday was held. We each gave a birthday present to.
Wow! This is what I wanted.
Apparently, he liked the gift I had him. I was relieved and at the same time saw Tom being happy with his present. Anne says, "Thanks, Travis. You're S with work, but you prepared such a present for Tom." I thought that Travis would give her explanation, but he started to say, "I didn't expect."
Don't worry about it at all. It's only natural to do a lot of present research for Tom, isn't it? I'm glad he liked the gift I picked just for him.
I couldn't believe it, but Travis took credit for it. And as I looked at Travis in shock, Kate opened her mouth.
Hey, Sarah, what are you doing? Hurry up with the cake.
Cake? What are you talking about?
I responded to her, not understanding what she suddenly said. Then Kate said something that really surprised me.
The birthday cakes. I told you to prepare it for today.
I didn't hear anything about that.
What kind of wife are you? Don't tell me that you didn't prepare for this.
Well, it's what I've been saying. I hear anything about a birthday cake.
You mean you didn't prepare the cake?
Is there anything else you would like me to do?
My in-laws all looked at me with disbelieving looks.
My goodness, you're truly a useless wife. It's my own grandchild's birthday, but I can't be there to celebrate with them.
Then Tom, who had found out that the cake, began to cry.
I wanted to eat cake.
Seeing this, Kate consoled Tom.
I'm sorry, it's normal for you to be. It's your birthday after all. It's all because of someone who, for it.
When Kate said that, Anne blamed me.
You're awful, Sarah. Don't you like Tom? How could you be so mean to him?
Why am I the one being told this? I looked at Travis in distress. As expected, Travis would know that never asked me to do such a favor. But to my surprise, Travis also began taking Kate's side.
You're a really lousy wife, you know that? You did things to hurt my family.
As Travis said that, Ashley began to mouth.
Thank goodness I brought a cake for time like this.
Saying that, she brought the cake. Tom's gloomy face lit up all at once.
Yeah.
It's my cake. You've been expecting that this would happen, haven't you?
Kate praised Ashley with a wide grin. Then, Ashley added, SAR is really out of it, so I prepared this just in case. It was at this point that I realized two of them had set me up. In other words, they were deliberately doing these things to make me look very bad.
I really wondered what would happen. Said that she forgot to buy the call. As a wife, she's totally lousy.
Since they all blamed it on me, not a single person here was on my side. Then Travis said something outrageous.
You made Tom even cry too. So as a punishment, you better go home today. Don't think that the one who did and caused a lot of trouble will get away with it scot-free.
When Travis said that, Kate, Anne, also asked and forced me to go back. So I had no choice but to leave. Anne's house is quite far from ours, so we took a cab to the bus station and then a 30-minute bus ride back to our home. I really shouldn't have gone if it to be like this. And I was the one who picked it out while I was at work. I wish I could have that time back. And that day, Travis didn't come home, but stayed the night over at his parents'. The next day, Travis came back. I tried to ask him what the hell was on, but he said he wanted to talk to.
You know, I heard that you were harassing Kate and Ashley.
What are you talking about?
You can't get away with this. And the same goes for that birthday issue. Mom said that she asked you to get that day. It must have been on purpose that you're such an important thing. Do you hate my family that much? You really are a terrible wife.
I couldn't believe what he was saying, nor could I believe that he was taking Kate's side.
Now, wait a minute. You don't believe me at all. And if you're going to say that, you terrible things too. You acted as if you had picked out for Tom when it was me.
It was a gift from the both of us. So I didn't really care when I was Anne about it.
I couldn't believe what Travis was. In other words, Travis just wants to see the good side of his own family. And yet, he puts all the trouble on me. I couldn't feel any affection or love because of this. If things continue like this, I will file for a divorce. While I was thinking that, an event right away that made me decide to do, I was on a business trip for about that time. So I didn't know that something happened during that time. When I returned home from my business trip, Travis's belongings were packed into cardboard boxes. I had no idea why this was happening. I called Travis quickly. He immediately hung up the phone. Say on my way. I'll be home soon. I was so frustrated, not knowing what in hell was going on until he finally came home. But somehow, Kate, Anne, and Ashley were sick as well.
Hey, Travis, what is the meaning of why are all of your stuff in these boxes? And why are Kate, Anne, and Ashley here?
I asked, to which Travis replied with a grin on his face.
We're moving out.
Move where?
It's obvious, isn't it? We're going to move to my mom's.
What do you mean by Hugh? Hey, wait a minute now. Why are you making such a decision your own?
I shouted angrily, and Kate began to mouth.
You don't have the right to make decision about this house. You should stop being a child. Grow, follow what Travis decides.
Kate said so, but this had nothing me being a child. I'm not going to give in this time.
What are you even saying? Travis and I are husband and wife to discuss and decide properly on...
When I said that, Kate looked dumbstruck.
Even if you say so, I've already signed a contract for this apartment, okay?
Mom said we should terminate the lease when you were on your business trip.
It is true that this apartment was rented under Travis's name, so he can terminate the lease whenever we decide. But I didn't think that he would terminate the contract without consulting me. My mother-in-law, Kate, seemed to think that if she terminated the contract for the apartment, I would give up.
What are you talking about?
If you're the winner, you'll have to...
Yes, exactly.
Then Ion'll divorce him.
When I said I wanted a divorce, Travis sounded dumb.
Now wait a minute. You're saying you want a divorce, but serious?
I'm just fed up with you and your fate. Let's just separate and live our own lives separately.
Then Travis' face turned blue and he couldn't speak. Then Anne and Ashley, who had been what was going on, suddenly snapped.
Wait a minute. I won't allow you for the divorce.
That's right. If you don't come and live with us home, who is going to take care of father?
What do you mean by, taking care of your father?
When I said that, Ashley made a face, said, "Oops."
Oh, I see. So that's what you were aiming for? All suddenly tried to make me live with you all?
Apparently, my father-in-law fell down the stairs recently and needed nursing care. All the in-laws were panicking when they found out about the whole truth behind his actions.
So what you mean is that you're trying to force me to take care of him, huh? Otherwise, one of you have to do it. For those of you who are too selfish to think about others, taking care of people must be annoying, right?
Are you trying to insult me by calling me a useless wife?
That's right. How dare you? You're just a wife.
Both of the sisters-in-law raised their voices.
So I'm not the wife anymore. Did you not hear what I just said? Or are you chickens who forget what happened just a few seconds ago so quickly?
The more I provoked them, the more both my sisters-in-law became.
That's enough. I don't care.
Why don't you just get a divorce or something? I don't want to see your face ever.
Anne and Ashley said that, so I said I'll take your word for it and pack my bags. Travis and Kate panicked and said to him, "Take back what you just angrily said." I guess that's because they know that they are the ones who will be in trouble if I really go through with the divorce. With this exchange between the in-laws, I gathered my belongings and started towards the front door. Travis and Kate notices and ran up.
Wait a minute, Sarah. I'll make them apologize for what they did. Please, let's stop with the divisive nonsense and just take care of yourself.
Please help my husband. You can finally be a stay-at-home mom too, which would be good for you.
Then I said to my in-laws, who were until the very end.
Unfortunately, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. Also, you may not know this, but I have a higher salary than Travis because I worked my way up in the company. Even the rent of this apartment was expensive, but my salary covered most. That means that I, who you made fur much, was better than this man, your member. And that's all I have to say. Well then, goodbye.
I left the house, leaving them all looking shocked behind. I returned to my parents' house for being, and then hired a lawyer and demanded a divorce from Travis. Travis looked like he was really down and quietly agreed to the divorce. And as for Anne and Ashley, they were not willing to take care of their father. They refused and ran away. Plus, it seems like Anne had to pay amount of alimony after her husband about her affair with another man. As for Ashley, Kate used to wake her because she used to live at the pair home. But after she started living alone, she ran away from having to take care of her father. She couldn't get up in time and was always late. And as for Travis, he has returned to his parents' home because Kate persistently urged him to do so because he is the elder brother. But even though Anne and Ashley are hard time living on their own, it's 6 they are not coming back. So Travis wanted to take care of his father, and he is exhausted from working to take care of his father every single day. Travis and Kate, who are now stressed out, seem to be constantly fighting with their neighbors. Police have had to come by several times to check on them. So most of their neighbors stopped interacting with them as they were known as the crazy ones from the neighbors. It's really nice to know that everything they did to me is now coming back to them. Meanwhile, I have started living in a nice apartment near my office, and I comfortably all on my own. I think I'm going to find a new hobby because I don't want to be in a relationship right now.
They're all lousy in-laws who push everything onto the wife and make her look bad. Travis was so overbearing, even though his salary was higher than hers, and he lamented. Anne and Kate are both so self-centered, it really disgusted me. But it was to see that they were making themselves miserable. I hope Sarah finds a new hobby soon. I also wish Sarah a happy life from...
Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel. See you in our next video.